He just slept in a little longer today. Little did he know the world would change. Suddenly, a group of workers appeared in his backyard, busy with a full renovation of his house. Nick was confused by this, until a group of well-dressed people showed up. Then it dawned on him. It turned out his rich neighbor had planned this entire backyard renovation to create a romantic encounter for him and his cousin. But when everything was ready, and his cousin arrived on the scene as scheduled, an unexpected event happened.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Did you ransack a greenhouse?
Nick sensed something was wrong. When he entered and looked around, he realized that the man had completely disappeared. Just then there was a sudden urgent knock at the door. It was his rich neighbor drenched in rain. He had wanted to create a natural bump into moment, but in reality it felt awkward and forced.
I'm certainly glad to see you again.
I'm certainly glad to see you as well.
This was the most stunning part of the film, and the most guilty moment for Nick, because his matchmaking would completely alter the life of the wealthy neighbor. The story begins with Nick's memories. In 1922, after World War I, the United States experienced rapid economic prosperity, and New York became the nation's economic center. Every man who came to New York dreamed of getting rich overnight. Nick was no exception. He came to New York from Chicago, originally a writer, but after seeing the hustle and bustle of New York, he decided to join a securities trading company, and to get close to high society. Nick rented a house in the wealthy district at a high price, and the luxury there exceeded his imagination. Next door, his rich neighbor Gatsby threw grand parties every weekend, but Nick, being new to town, was unaware of the unwritten rules, so he was very curious about Gatsby. Soon Nick's cousin Daisy heard of his arrival, and invited him to a dinner party. But on his way home, Nick saw someone standing at the dock. His instinct told him this man was his wealthy neighbor Gatsby. Nick was puzzled as to why Gatsby would spend a fortune hosting weekly parties, yet here he was standing alone on the dock in the cold wind. When Nick got home, he had a strange feeling of being watched. Then Nick received an invitation from Gatsby. This made him incredibly happy. Finally, the mystery in his mind would be solved. Nick went to Gatsby's party as promised, but to his surprise, almost no one had ever met Gatsby. Soon Nick ran into his only acquaintance Jenny at the party, so he quickly started asking her about Gatsby. But not long after, Jenny was taken away by a rich man. The man looked down on Nick and mocked his lowly status, but Nick wasn't bothered by it. After all, he was the only one invited by Gatsby.
I still haven't met Mr. Gatsby. No one's met him. They say he's third cousin to the Kaiser and second cousin to the devil.
I'm afraid I haven't been a very good host, old sport. You see, I'm Gatsby.
In that moment, Nick was captivated by the man's charm.